Hello and welcome to Tuesday. Now, it was Friday, I believe, I went to the Asian supermarket and picked up a few things. One of those things was a couple packages of tofu. Normally in, I guess, more American supermarkets, you'll see firm or extra firm tofu, but at the Asian supermarket, you'll see other textures. And one that I was more interested in was the Silken variety, because you can use that for all kinds of things. However, when I bought it, I was figuring inspiration would come, and it didn't. So I spent a little bit of time looking online at recipes for what to do, and everybody's like, oh, you can use it for mapo tofu or something along those lines. Or you can make it like a sweet dessert where it's just like brown sugar and syrup. Or one that really interested me was, oh my gosh, I will need to remember this next time I go to um the store. Uh, but there's this Japanese pastry, or not pastry, but dessert called dango, which is uh, essentially um, these. That's too bright. If you ever seen like anime or anything, you'll see like these like rice. It's like rice flour and tofu on a stick, similar to mochi, but like it's covered with a syrup. And I've always been like super interested in uh, Japanese culture, and when I saw this, I was like, this seems amazing. I would love to do this. And it turns out you need glutinous rice flour and not regular flour, because rice flour is like the main ingredient. And while you use tofu for the other ingredient, it's literally two ingredients, I think. You need silken tofu and gelatinous rice flour, or glutinous rice flour. I didn't have either. Well, no, I didn't have any kinds of flour that would work. So I was kind of sad. I was like, okay, can I make any other desserts? And while I did see some other things, I saw cookies and whatnot, they would not use the full amount of tofu that I had. You know, you buy one package, it's, I think, like 400 grams or something like that. And everything's like, yes, this only uses 60, or this only uses 100. I'm like, I don't want to make several batches of this stuff if I can avoid it. So then I keep on looking. And apparently it's huge in like the vegan community, where if you want to make like a vegan sauce, all you really need to do is just blend it. So that's what I did. I made a cilantro garlic soy dressing. This has cilantro stems from stuff that was bought Saturday. I think cilantro was bought Saturday. Garlic is obviously fine. We also have rice wine vinegar and soy sauce, along with a block of tofu. It didn't fit entirely in this bottle, but it mostly fit into this bottle. There's a little jar that is 150 mils, a little ball jar that's 150 mils, and the rest is in there. But it's basically a sauce, and it hits all those flavors. You get the cilantro, you get the garlic, you get the soy. Yeah, this is really good. Uh, for not being, I guess, an oil, or what do you call it? Mayo based sauce. This is amazing. I am thoroughly impressed by this. Recipe is just one block of tofu, right? Just a block of silken tofu. And oh boy, a quarter cup of soy sauce and a half cup of rice wine vinegar, plus like 5 cloves of garlic, and then just a bunch of cilantro, as much as you can, as much as you want, I guess. And that's it. Pro tip: boil your tofu after you remove it from the packaging. This way, you get like cut it into smaller pieces, and then boil it. So this way, all the stale water uh, is kind of leaches out. It's counterintuitive, but it works, and it's a great way to get like drier tofu. Honestly, I know it doesn't make sense, but it works. And then take all those ingredients I just mentioned, toss them in a food processor or blender, and just blend until smooth, and you get a amazing sauce. So yeah, it turns out silken tofu is amazing for sauces. Who knew? Apparently the vegans, and apparently East Asian cultures that I have not been privy to for the last few years. Yeah, a few years. Anyway, I still got another block of silken tofu, and I will try to figure out what to do with that. But for now, that's what I'm gonna call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.